Hey guys, it's Taylor. Okay, so now after a year of waiting for this, Twilight, finally here! Oh my god, I'm so excited because most of us was waiting since December of 2007, and now that it's November 20th, 2008, very happy. I'm going to go see it with my dad tonight at 12:01 a.m. Friday, the 21st of November. Really exciting. Okay, so the premiere was a few days ago in LA. I'm going to look at some reviews here before I go. So I want to see what people are talking about basically because I'm hoping it'll be a really good movie. Of course I have, because usually the book is always better than the movie. In most cases, I should say. But I'm sure overall it'll be cool. So I'm just going to read these reviews now. I look really tiny from up there. Hi! Okay, so reviews. You're at the top of my head. I'm gonna look up at you. Hello. Okay. Okay, reviews from the Associated Press. Starpulse.com. Okay, let's see. Starpulse says that Kristen Stewart didn't do it. Oh. Because I think Kristen Stewart's a great actress. I think she does really well. So she said that she couldn't quite capture Bella's character. Quite interesting. Others say that the effects and everything were kind of cheesy and lighting, and such as when Edward and Bella are in the treetops and stuff. And I'm hoping it's a little bit better than what people are saying. This one says that the film is disappointing. Again, cheesy effects. Oh my gosh. Okay, so far basically they're saying that the editing as in the effects and just green screen kind of stuff was kind of cheesy and overdone. That's not good. Maybe it's just because people aren't used to it, but I really hope that it's a little bit better. 2.5 stars out of 5. I just hope it's better. So maybe Twilight isn't going to be the next Harry Potter kind of phenomenon going on here. Although I think Twilight, the series, the book series, is amazing. If you see the Twilight movie before you read the books, still go read the books, because the books are, from what I've seen in scenes and what people are saying, I think that the books would be better still in this case. The books are addicting as all get out, so I'm just looking forward to seeing the movie though and see what they made of it. I don't know. We'll have to see what goes on. So far people are saying that it sounds good. I was thinking at least a 4-star rating, hopefully, but I'll do a review on it once I get back from the theater. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking like way up. I think I'm going to move the camera back. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to move you back down. So I'll be off to the theater in a little bit with my dad. And it's going to be fun. We're going to just see what goes on. I'll be taking notes and just see. Bye. Hey guys, we're in the car headed to Twilight. It is 11 o'clock at night. Starts at 12:01. We're going to make sure we get good seats. My daddy driving. Can't see him in the dark. I've got a light on, but you can't see it. But I'm going with my daddy because my daddy's cool and he's going with me and he loves me and I love him too. So now we're going to go. Okay, bye. We're at the theater and my dad is eating popcorn. They're waiting and we're here. It's 11:15, so we have 45 minutes till the air starts, and we've been here back and forth, and we're sitting here, so it's fun. I have amazing M&M's. So yummy. So awesome. Popcorn is good. And he's wearing a super cool hoodie, because my dad is really awesome. You can hear everybody in the background.
And he's hungry too.
He's hungry too, yeah. So it's really cool. And I've got paper here ready to write some down. Nobody can hear me though. Let's turn the volume. Popcorn's good. Okay. 10 till, the movie's about to start. Yay. It's packed. Even more. Yay. Yeah. Really excited. You guys have
No.
No? You totally should.
Okay, so, yeah.
I'm in Twilight mode.
She's in Twilight mode. It's going to be quiet until the movie's over. So yeah, we'll have a review afterwards. It'll be awesome.
I'm so hyped up right now because I just got back. It's 2:15 in the morning, November 21st, 2008. I just saw Twilight. Oh my god! Okay, so I saw it with my dad. Loved it. Oh my god, it was so amazing. Totally loved it. I'm showing you so. It was so awesome. From what I read from critics and all, I was like, you guys did not do a good review because this movie was amazing. And I've got like a gazillion notes. I had people sitting next to me and like, what the heck are you doing? I was sitting there writing. I'm like tilting it so I could see in the light and all. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Okay, so first of all, we got there like an hour before it was going to go on. People were still there like 2 hours before, and they were getting in seats and all. It was so crowded. And it's a school night. So you were thinking, you're like, well, okay. So yeah, but we got good seats up front so we could see well, and it was really amazing. Okay, so I took note that non-stop screaming before the titles and credits things even, like, came up. Totally crazy. Non-stop screaming 15 minutes before it even, like, came on. Lights went out, nothing but screaming, and someone all of a sudden goes, shut up! And everyone starts laughing and they were quiet. It was weird. Okay, oh my god, it was so awesome! Okay, so at the beginning, I think that people said the effects were overdone. I said it was a little bit overdone when they went to the treetops and all because it's just like a total slow down. I mean, they should have, if they were going to do that, they could have sped up a little bit so it looks a bit more vampire-ish. So yeah, that's one thing I thought was a little bit overdone, but the rest was totally awesome. A little bit of cheesy music when it's a slow down kind of motion thing and they're like going back and forth talking and weird. But editing, effects, and everything was so cool, so exciting, so intense. Loved it. Okay, so it starts out where it's like, well, first let me say that Taylor Lautner was adorable. And I can happily say he looks like my boyfriend. Okay. Yeah, they're both hot, so. The dude playing Charlie, oh my god, he was like amazing. He was so funny. He was like that kind of awkward dad kind of thing, but he was so funny, and I loved it, and I was like, oh my god, you're like amazing. It's such a small character, I'm not small character, but it wasn't like the largest of parts, but he did an outstanding job on that, just being the awkward kind of weird kind of thing. Yeah, but I totally loved it. It was really funny because in the beginning they're all in the cafeteria or whatever, and then she meets Mike and Jessica and everything, and Jessica's like jealous of her because Mike likes her. Duh. Mike and Eric are hitting on her, and all of a sudden some other dude comes over and like pulls the chair from underneath Mike, and Mike falls or something, and it's really funny, and he runs after him. Everyone started cracking up. It was absolutely hysterical. So many comedy, it was really, really funny. The settings and all were really great. Like, they had the beginning come in and all. That was really cool. Kristen Stewart, people said that she didn't do as well. I thought she did really well for Bella, since everyone has an idea of how Bella is and the description and everything. I think she did really well. A few things I was kind of iffy on, but overall I think she did really, really good, which I was really happy to see because if Bella isn't perfect, you know, Twilight fans go crazy. Must I remind the reoccurrence of when Robert Pattinson was cast as Edward, which, you know, I'm going to admit I was proven wrong, because at the beginning I was not thrilled about that, but then I saw it and I was like, wow, he did really well. I love him. He was perfect for Edward for this movie, and I can't wait to see the next movie come out. I'm really excited. It was just, I can't even read my own handwriting. Yeah, but when Robert, he comes in, because you see the Cullens, they come in, and it's like really cool, and she's like looking at him, wondering who they are. Jasper. I thought it was hysterical. He just had a straight face, and he was like looking like he was gonna like die. And Jessica's like, yeah, that's Jasper, the one that looks like he's gonna like die, and he's like in a lot of pain. That's because Jasper's new to the vegetarian kind of vampire thing. So yeah. Nikki Reed did amazing. Oh my god, she was totally awesome for the part, and you saw her big 12-inch stilettos she had to wear. I'm like, oh my god, Nikki. But she was perfect for it. She's played the perfect Rosalie. I was like, that's Rosalie. Oh my god, it was so awesome. Again, Taylor Lautner, I was like, hi. It's really weird because he does that. People have actually told my boyfriend that he looks like him, but my boyfriend has shorter hair. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the hair down to here with guys. I mean, that just bugs me, but that was the part. But whatever, it's still hot and amazing. Oh, yes. I'm trying to go as fast as I can since this video isn't very long. When Robert came in, he was just so straight-faced, just very, and he looked so graceful, just going, and you're like, dazzle me, please? Please? The cherry on top? Yeah? It was totally awesome. James, Victoria, and Laurent. Oh my god, awesome part. So cool. Victoria, she was like so fierce and very serious and all, and then James was just perfect, and that's my dad washing his hands in the middle of my video. Thank you, Daddy. Okay, so the car chases and stuff was really cool when Edward came and, like, saved Bella from the taunting teenage dude person things, and she's like, how do you know what they're thinking, blah, 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 and we all know what's gonna happen. I had some quotes I wrote down because I was, like, laughing so hard. Edward's like, oh, well, do something to distract me before I change my mind, turn around and go, like, do something to the guys or whatever. She goes, I think you should put your seatbelt on. And then Anderson just cracks up. He's like, yeah, put my seatbelt on. Whatever. Because, you know, he's Edward. And we love him. Right? I'm doing a half heart. We love him. Edward. I did the wrong side. Edward. Where's my heart? I don't know. Okay. Like I said, the musical's a bit cheesy, but whatever. Something that bugs me, because I'm just someone that, because of my editing kind of thing, I get really, I don't know, very, just aggravated. I get very picky when it comes to editing and when they don't do it right. Not right, but just well. I should say, no, they did it well. I don't know how to say this without sounding really mean and rude, but it just bugged me that there was no, because they were at school and all of a sudden they were in the forest. Like, where's the translation? Because she's going into school by herself, and then all of a sudden they're in the forest where they figure out the whole vampire thing. But I was like, what translation? I just want it to, like, go together. I don't know. I can't even find my words now. It's 2:30 in the morning, and I'm delirious. Okay. I kept writing down, like, all these quotes, because I was like, oh my god. And then, you know, Edward. So the lion fell in love with the lamb. And then Bella's like, what a stupid lamb. Which I love that, though, because it's really funny, and everyone's, like, laughing the entire time. The meadow scene was really, really cool. I mean, it was just peaceful and just very... It was just great. I was so happy. Okay, so when Edward was over at Bella's or whatever to just hang out with her, she was washing her car or something, he pulls a dent out of her car. Yada, yada, yada. Strong. Conceited boy. He all of a sudden has to leave, and she's like, well, what's wrong? He goes, complication. And she's like, what? And so he drives off, and all of a sudden you see Billy and Jacob, I don't want to call him Taylor, they drive me in, and they're like looking at each other, and then Edward looks at Billy, and Billy's at Edward, they're like giving each other a stare, and it's like a total glare. It was so funny. Everyone was like cracking up, and it was slow motion, and all of a sudden he goes off. It was really funny. Oh, and when Bella goes to the Cullens' house, Edward brings her in or whatever, and the whole, what were we expecting, tombstone, like, just vampire-like stuff. And Rosalie's in the kitchen with everybody, and Emmett, and they're making her, like, dinner or something because she eats or whatever, she's normal. And Rosalie's like, because they're making an Italian meal, and Rosalie goes, is she even Italian? And Emmett's like, why wouldn't she be Italian? Her name is Bella. And it's everyone starts crying. Emmett is amazing. The guy that played Emmett was so funny and just totally awesome. I love him. He was the perfect Emmett, I think. And he's really cute. So I was like, oh my god, I love you. It was hard not to, like, laugh anything he was doing. And then Rosalie, of course, like, breaks. She drops the bowl because Bella goes, well, I already ate or something, or Edward says she already did, so she was trying to be courteous so they wouldn't have to do anything. And Rosalie drops it, and she, like, freaks out because they did all this work. And she's so mad. Rosalie cannot stand her, obviously. And Edward's like, oh, just ignore Rosalie like I do. And it's just very... it's really funny, because then finally they got to where Bella was on the phone with her mom, and her mom goes, well, why do you want to stay there? Is there a boy involved? She's like, yeah, I guess. And she's like, oh, okay. And all of a sudden Bella sees Edward appear in her room, and her mom's like, and Bella's like, well, I gotta go. And her mom's like, well, honey, we gotta talk about boys. And then she's like, are you being safe? And all of a sudden Bella's like, clicked it off. And you guys probably know what she was referring to with being safe with boys and stuff. If you're over the age of 12, I should think so. If not, ask your parents, or, just leave it till you're 12 or older or something. I don't know. It's not my fault, it's Twilight's fault for bringing up the subject, so, yeah, okay. It's like this intense kiss, and they're, like, just together, and it's, because Bella's hormones just go, crazy. And then, Edward's, like, his thirst for her, just her blood and her scent and all, just kissing, and all of a sudden he just throws her back on the bed and hits the wall. And he just has to stop himself from hurting her or doing anything really crazy. It was because we're all just looking at it like, oh my god, this is so awesome! So it was just really cool. Later, Bella said that Edward wants to meet her dad, and her dad's like, just not so sure. So when she's talking to her dad, all of a sudden her dad is doing something with a gun or cleaning it or something, and all of a sudden she goes, yeah, Edward's right outside. He goes, oh, really? And he throws the gun up, and so it snaps shut, so he could, shoot it, and Bella's like, Dad, please, no. It was hysterical. Everyone was, laughing so hard. Dude played Charlie, was amazing, end of story, so. And I want to say that this movie, from everything that I saw, it was pretty close to the book. I mean, it was closer than movies that I've seen, based off books and all. It was pretty close. I was like, oh my god, this is Twilight, it's the movie, because you think back to when you read Twilight, and you're just like, this is what was playing in my head. This is what happened. It was just really cool. Forgot to mention that we saw Stephanie. Stephanie was in the cameo. I think she was in the, cafe-like thing. They showed her, and they went to Bella and, Charlie, and it was just like, oh my god, it was like, Stephanie! Emmett, I love him. End of story. I just wrote it down 20 times, Emmett rocks, I love him. He's so funny. And, so they go to the baseball thing, and Carlisle is up to bat, and he hits it, and then Edward and Emmett run to get the ball, and they end up going up in the air and smashing at each other, and they fall back laughing, rather than catching the ball. It's really funny. And again, I wrote Nikki Reed, great actress. She did what? She did amazing. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, you're totally Rosalie. I kept freaking out. It was just really cool. So, after a while, whatever, then they had, Victoria and James and Laurent and everything coming, and they sensed Bella and blah, blah, blah. Got some ballet scene. Which I was like, oh my god. Because Bella gets a call basically saying that her mom's in danger with James, yada yada yada, lies. And she goes to ballet to see, and everyone's probably seen it because it's been on YouTube, and it's been the premiere and everything, not the premiere, the Comic-Con. And it was really cool, and it's just, oh my god. And it was just totally intense. They made it really look like they were tearing him apart. Obviously, the movie, but yeah, it was really, and Kristen did pretty well with the whole thing that she had venom in her system, and she was bleeding pretty much to death, and she was about to die within a few minutes, but of course Edward saves her and has trouble trying to pull away, blah blah blah. He does it, she's fine, she wakes up in the hospital, yada yada yada. She's okay, and he's basically stating that he has to, he can't be around her anymore. That she has to go to Florida with her mom and stepdad. And she's like, no, I don't want to, I have to be with you, I can't separate from you anymore, it's just crazy. And then it goes to, after a while it goes back to Bella's house, and they're just, Charlie and Edward, and they're just sitting there, and they're just keeping quiet, just kind of eyeing each other, looking away, just nervous, because it's before prom. And then finally Bella comes down in a really pretty dress, and she's wearing a boot because of her broken leg. And Edward goes, well, don't worry, Chief's one, I'll keep her safe. He's like, yeah, I've heard that before, blah, blah, blah. And so they go, and they show up at prom, and then you see Jacob. And Jacob comes in, he's like, hey. Jacob is like, hi. And he shows up, and he said that, his dad paid him $20 to go tell him, blah, blah, blah. He goes, well, I'm not sure you're gonna like it, yada, yada, yada. My dad says you need to break with your boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. Not to mention Jacob's jealous because Jacob loves Bella. Can you love me? No. I'm totally kidding. Okay, so it just went on, yada, 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 and then, you know, Edward came back over and blah, blah, blah. And then they walk in, they see Jessica and Mike, and everyone's sort of cracking up because Bella's, like, pointing to her chest because Jessica had a really, really, really revealing dress on. It was, you're like, okay? And she's like, I know. She's so happy. And Bella's like, okay. And she starts laughing, they walk off, blah, blah, blah. Then they're at the gazebo, and they're dancing, and she's like, I want to be with you forever. But he's like, no, I'm not going to end your life that way, blah, blah, on and on. She's like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and they keep continuing, and he kissed her neck, and he's like, okay, no. So they're dancing some more. Then they kiss, and then it backs up from a window, and it comes out, zooms out, and all of a sudden you see red hair pulled up, and kind of like an animal furish kind of outfit. And all of a sudden, pulls the hair down, turns around, it's Victoria, and it has like some it has some music start playing, and she, all of a sudden, it turns black and white, and they start just doing different scenes and all, and they did like the credits and everything. And we started screaming and clapping. It was amazing. Twilight. I give it, 4 stars, because, no, 4.5. 4 3/4. 4 3/4 works, because that is amazing. Because there were a few things I would have liked to be better, but overall it was totally awesome. I loved it. It was just amazing. And my dad even said, he's like, I really like that. And I was like, good. So I can't wait till it comes on DVD, because I'm watching it, a million times a day. My Bible here. But Twilight is my Bible. I'm totally kidding about that, but Twilight is amazing. I love Twilight, and to see it was so fun, and my dad really enjoyed going with me, so that was cool. Once I get on DVD, I can show my mom. Okay, well, that was basically my review. I hope I did this really fast in 10 minutes. Oh, God. Okay, adios. I forgot to say, go see Twilight now. Now. I demand it. I demand that single one of my subscribers goes and see Twilight as soon as they can. And I want video responses and comments, and just go see it. I demand it. No, I sound really bratty. Just go see it when you can.